it like rocket fuel.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back.
The coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Switch.
I got you.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
13. I got you. Hey, seam 6.
35's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 35.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back. 2. Check. 12, fellas. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Here we go. Hey, Zoo.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Rabbit. Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Hey, Delta.
Get that quarterback at all times. Check, 93's the mic.
Hey, gun.
3 bud. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
You ready? Six.
Mike 50. And watch
that.
To throw is Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Keep on coming, baby.
That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Here we go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. In your face. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Man, I got
Hey, alert. Alert. Alert.
50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Smooth.
Don't let him breathe. Play it.
Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
double dog. That's the way.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
A gain of 13 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Any weapon.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Set back at the 38. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, gun.
Check, 93's the mic.
One, Omaha.
Check, 93's the mic.
From the 30 on second down. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
This is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch.
11. I got you. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Watch the curl.
Check 52. Check 65.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 180! 1, Omaha. Hey, gun.
Screen! What screen? Show it up.
11. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line.
1st down, Packers.
Hey, check 26. 258.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Over here.
Oh, here we go. Oh, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At their 48-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Edie!
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, gun.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
11. 21.
That's so much.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Let's see.
11.
Mike 50.
On first down, Garoppolo will get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
21. Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Switch.
11. I got this. 65.
Fresno.
Black!
Buds!
There's Garoppolo to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
12. 6. 21. Hey, gun.
Stay at home.
Check, 93's the mic. 93.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 180!
Man out.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one a use check. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Get him, boys!
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fox drop.
2nd and 6.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing is Rodgers. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And pressure gets to him again. Dee Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
12.
Check. Lucky. Watch the safety creep. Hatchet.
I got you.
You got to get moving, man.
11. Hey, Hodges.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.